Hello and a very warm welcome to all the viewers of Crypto TV. This is Manoj Dara. So gone are the days where parents used to stop children from playing computer games, stating it is a waste of time and money. Thanks to blockchain integration in the gaming ecosystem, the traditional one-way money flow has evolved into a two-way street. India claims nearly 100 million gamers as blockchain gaming is set to change this landscape. Concepts such as play to earn have seen a significant uptick in adoption because players will be able to own and sell assets within the game for the first time. So, to explain this entire episode of the gaming, game fee, as far as the fan token arena, we have invited two special guests. Let me introduce you to Mr. Siddharth Jaiswal, founder and CEO of Sports Chain, which is on my left. Siddharth, welcome on the show.
Thank you, Manoj.
So, on my right is Mr. Vinayak Yanam, co-founder Sports Chain.
Thank you,
Vinayak,
Manoj.
welcome on the show as well. Gentlemen, welcome to Crypto TV. So, my first question to you, Siddharth, is, since we are talking about Sports Chain and its way forward, what's the main important, सबसे बड़ा objective क्या है आपकी company का? If you can just highlight that.
So before I highlight the objective, right, I know, Manoj, you are a sports fan, follow cricket in and out, right? So as a fan, I would like to ask three simple questions. मुझे आप उसके answers देना, ठीक है? As a fan, would you like to influence team decision, right? Such as playing squad क्या होना चाहिए, jersey कौन से color का होना चाहिए?
Absolutely, yes.
The second question is, as a fan, would you like to be a part of an exclusive club where you get an opportunity to meet Sachin Tendulkar, try and understand how to play cricket, or maybe just randomly go and meet your favorite superstar? Will you grab that opportunity?
Answer is yes again.
And the last element, what I wanted to ask you is, as a fan, you invest your time, money, energy to watch sports, right?
Right.
What you get in return is entertainment.
Yeah.
But all financial incentives goes to the team or the sponsors at large.
Exactly.
Would you like to participate in the financial upside potential of that?
Actually, Siddharth, मैं वही सोच रहा था कि apart from the regular salary which we do, is there any other extracurricular activities from, wherein, but the answer is yes again, which is actually a very lucrative thing for anyone.
Absolutely. So this is where you just introduce gamification comes into picture,
Right.
where we are moving from Web 2 to Web 3.
Fantastic.
Where we say that user is king. अगर आप कुछ spend कर रहे हो, maybe अपना time या effort है, you should be participate in the financial reward. This is where Sportchain come into picture, bringing data is king
Fantastic.
and user is king on the platform.
So Siddharth has started with a note that ये सारी problem areas है और क्या ये sports chain का एक method है to tackle all this problem and move forward? This is the main business model.
So all of us, when we started off, we were all sports fans, right? So I'm a fan of Mumbai Indians, I'm a fan of Arsenal Football Club based it's in the EPL. And what we were seeing that on the regular fan engagement platforms that you see today, it was a one-way communication. There was no way to tell that, I'm unhappy about this jersey, I'm unhappy about this particular thing. Mm-hmm. There was no way to influence all of this. So our story began as fans, and also our story began as crypto investors, where we said, is there a way to kind of put all this together? And uska jawab tha yes. Sportchain was the result of that. And this is where we wanted to make sure that Asia, as a big community of fans, not just IPL, but cricket, football, everything put together, is the biggest number in the whole world and one of the biggest paying audiences in the world. So why not bring that fan engagement, that next level fan engagement to the Asian audience?
So since Vinayak has highlighted about the main objective of Sportchain is to cater to all those individuals who are actual passive fans. And what's your way forward? Since we are talking about fan token disruption, which you have already highlighted, and बहुत जोरदार आपने opening भी दी है इसको लेकर. What's your way forward, Siddharth, as far as Sportchain? What's the main objective?
So two simple objectives what we plan to do with Sportchain, right? Our overall mission is to get 10 million Web2 users or diehard sports fan adopt the power of blockchain and Web3.
Fantastic.
Right? That is one. Second most important thing is we want to convert passive fans into invested fans. The Western world has already adopted this concept. The fans or the sports fans are getting the benefit of this blockchain technology.
Have you thought about any number?
So approximately the fan token market, if you see, is around $300 million dollar market at this point of time. That also we are saying only 56 fan tokens that have been launched across the globe. And this we are talking about the circulating supply.
All right.
If I include a totally diluted market supply, it would be 10x of that, right? So this is the benefit which have been reaped by Western audience. Why not the same opportunity and benefit is given to the Indian fans as well as the Asian fan? This is where Sports Chain are trying to capture the Asia market at this point of time and bring out the benefit to them.
So, in continuation to what Siddharth has highlighted, what are the steps your company has taken in terms of, to build the community or fan engagement, if you can just highlight that?
So, to start off with, we wanted to partner with teams, and the first place we actually went to was Pro Kabaddi.
Okay.
Now you must be thinking, why Pro Kabaddi? But the answer to the Pro Kabaddi to that is that Pro Kabaddi is actually the second most watched league in the country after IPL. That's a big number. Okay, so that's second to IPL only, and that's where we went and partnered with 4 teams, and we wanted to do this because Kabaddi is a place where you have a mix of both tier 1 fans from cities like Mumbai, but you also have fans from different other states like Haryana and then basically more northern and southern as well. Some of the teams that we partnered with include Tamil Talaivas, Dabang Delhi, which are current season's champions, etc. And what has happened because of that is that we have now put our entire focus on Kabaddi. We are partnering with these teams, and what we want to do is we want to start off with the fan engagement aspect of it. So fan engagement aspect of it is where we started off building the community. Okay, now this is a Sports Chain community of that specific team, explaining to them that the benefit is so and so, etc., etc. That community itself right now for just 4 teams is more than 2,000.
Fantastic. Okay. So since we are talking about the sports chain and the initiative it has taken to engage fans as well, so Siddharth, can you just explain this for our viewers that Web 2 and Web 3 ये दोनों में क्या डिफरेंस है पहले सबसे पहले एंड एज अ स्पोर्ट्स चेन अगर हम उसको coupled with your initiative, what is the way forward? और उसमें as you have already highlighted that users का आपको passive users को आपको invested users में आपको convert करना है. तो ऐसे अगर पूरे scenario को अगर आप कैसा explain करेंगे, because user is always the king.
Perfect. So, great question, Manoj. Web 2 versus Web 3. Now, people across the country is talking about this. How the dynamics of companies are moving from Web 2 to Web 3. Summary would be Web 3 is more decentralized in nature, and Web 2 is more centralized in nature. But to give you a very simple rationale behind it, Web 2 में कैसा हो रहा था कि भाई आप data generate कर रहे हो, but data is there in the centralized system. The person who is taking the most out of it is the company which is managing the platform, right? This is Web 2. And when it shifts to Web 3, what happens there is you are generating the data, you are the user, you are the king of that particular thing, right? So you will be participating in the financial or the revenue potential of whatever has been generated because of your data.
Perfect.
This is the classic difference between Web 2 and Web 3.
So since you are taking care of the entire fan engagement and community building as well, can you just explain for our viewers that what all aspects your company considers as far as the fan engagement is concerned, and what are the benefits your fans can expect once they have subscribed, or maybe the sports chain activity is on?
Correct. So few things is that we have actually started putting fans together at a single platform. Otherwise, you will see that everybody is kind of spread across 2-3 different platforms. Plus, what has happened is that those 2-3 platforms were not giving them like a unified view of what is happening. What is happening from an auction perspective of the team, what is happening in terms of the jersey perspective of the team. We have put that all together. Now, what is going to happen for people who sign up for our specific fan tokens is that we are rolling out a lot of benefits. So, early access to the fan token when it comes to the pricing will be of benefit for them. Multiple other benefits will include that now, when the season is supposed to start, some of the exclusive fans will get something that they have never experienced before. So things like going back to the auction table when they start bidding for the players. How would you like to be there with the team making those decisions, right? And also, in terms of helping figure out how the squad will look like. The fans would like to know. And many other things like, VIP tickets that we previously didn't have because of COVID. All of that is going to come online. And this is just the tip of the iceberg.
So Vinayak has already highlighted about a few aspects, what's the way forward as far as the fan engagement is concerned. But as a company perspective, Siddharth, if you can just highlight for our viewers, how many projects your company is currently working on, and the tie-ups you are looking at, what's the outlook on the fan engagement as far as the business is concerned and the way forward?
So one thing Vinayak has already mentioned is the fan side of story.
Yeah.
But when we talk about India and Asia, these sporting teams are looking at 2 different solutions, right, which they are looking at. One is directly monetizing their user base, which is their diehard fans.
All right.
They are unable to do that. with the help of Sports Chain, we are facilitating that, right?
Fantastic.
Second is, because it's a blockchain technology, it's very global. So right now, it's the Kabaddi teams which you're talking about. They are focusing on domestic fans, right? But through the concept of blockchain and fan token, the people, a Kabaddi fan in Malaysia, Singapore, will be able to be very closely associated with the team. So this is where we are changing the game completely. And when to answer your question on partnership, what we have done right now is we have done 4 team partnership with Kabaddi teams across the India map, north, south, east and west. So we have strategically covered the entire India map at this point of time because we do not want to leave any stone unturned, right? In addition, our idea is to build a sports chain community which is very focused on Asian fan base. Because if you see in terms of numbers, the overall fandom or sports fandom is around 7.5 billion people.
Wow.
Right? Which is the world population because people follow multiple sports as well, right? When we see that particular number from an Asia lens, it's 51%. Approximately 3.5 billion people are sports fans. And if we are able to capture at least 10 to 15% of this through Web3 technology, we are talking about huge numbers, which will be very big from a gamification element as well.
3.5 billion is roughly around 350 crores to
Yeah.
just to cut it down.
Yeah.
So what is the way forward, Vinayak? Because since we are talking about a technology, it's catering to 3.5 billion. So what's the solution you are providing? Since Siddharth was telling that someone from Malaysia will be able to subscribe or maybe to use this facility. So what are the on-ramp solutions you are providing so that the big concern as far as this community is concerned is fiat to crypto and the reverse. So what is the solution you are working on, if you can just highlight that?
Sure. So what you may have seen that there's a big audience, right? 3.5 billion is a big audience, but a lot of people usme say are still Web 2.0. We understand that, we know that, but these fans already have a lot of fan group, which we are directly working with them. What we want to do is when we work with the fan group, put them together and say, boss, this is how we can actually do many things by buying fan tokens. And when you work with a fan group, that influences a wider audience as well. Helps them figure out, yeah, maybe I can do this. It's not as complicated as it looks. It's all about buying a token, which is a simple process, buying a fiat currency and going from there. So that's what we want to do as step 1. And like I said, we've actually put them together in one place right now, which is a Telegram group that's easy for people to communicate and converse.
So you're talking about community building, but what's the solution you are providing for this, if you can just highlight?
So right now at SportsChain, what we're trying to do here is we are building a digital world for fans. You, me, all understand that blockchain technology or cryptocurrency is at a very nascent stage, specifically when we talk about Indian audience, right? Considering we see a large amount of hue and cry because of the regulation, whatever is happening at that point of time. So our mission is completely simple. We want to create a platform which is as simple as Amazon.com. The fan token would be a product where you go sign up. You do not have to worry whether you have to open a MetaMask wallet. Everything will happen at the back end of SportsChain, right? You go sign up, automatically a wallet would be created, and through that wallet you can, through an on-ramp and off-ramp solution, obviously we'll be integrating because we know that we want to capture 10 million fans, and obviously crypto audience is not that big at this point of time. We're talking about Web2 users. Web2 users do not have a ERC20 wallet. The adoption is very low at this point of time. So on-ramp solution would be very critical, where people with the help of their Visa and MasterCard come on our platform, buy our native currency, which is SPN, and with the help of SPN, which is an in-game token or assets, you can buy any fan token or do multiple engagement on our platform. And to top it up, what we're gonna do is digital world for fan. It's not only buying tokens and converting at a higher dollar amount. This is not our objective at all.
All right.
What we are doing here is we are tokenizing the membership. We are saying ट्रेडिशनल मेंबरशिप में आप 3,000 रुपए देते हो, आपको डिस्काउंट मिलता है, VIP greet and meet मिलता है, but after 1 year it expired, right? And your 3,000 rupees goes to zero. But here we are bringing that particular concept on chain where we are tokenizing the membership.
Fantastic.
You're getting all the traditional membership, whatever you want. But over and above, because of demand and supply, the game theory dynamics, the price will go up or down. At least you will have something in return, and it's an infinite period membership, right? Because you hold an on-chain data which is completely decentralized and it can be transferred Right now, you have utilized the VIP ticket. You want your friend to utilize, just transfer that fan token to them. He will pay you back whatever the money it is or trading amount would be, and he'll be able to participate in the fan engagement activity.
All right, so
this
it's
is the
transferable. That's what you're saying.
Absolutely.
So, but which platform you are using, Siddha?
So right now, the main or the layer one is Ethereum.
All right.
And why Ethereum, we all know, because this is the one biggest platform on blockchain, a layer one standpoint. So this is what we are using. But unfortunately, you also know that gas fee issue is too big in Ethereum at this point of time. So what we have done is we have connected
Layer
with
two.
Polygon. Yes. So we are entering into layer 2, wherein our platform, our tokens would be on ERC20, but our overall platform will work on Polygon. We have already received a grant from Polygon. So we are building a WebD app on Polygon so that a user, a tier 2 or tier 3 audience who is a very die-hard Tamil Thalaiva fan, want to buy $5 tokens, they can buy it with a very minuscule gas fee.
Fantastic.
This is where we want to change the game. Rather than paying $20 on Ethereum for buying $5 worth of tokens.
So since we are talking about layer 1 and layer 2 solution, I just wanted to ask you, Ethereum is undergoing the merge process, and there are market participants who are expecting that once this merge is complete from proof of work to proof of stake, it's going to solve a couple of things such as the high transaction fees which you guys are facing as of now. And the other is the environmental concerns. That's a separate thing.
Correct.
But sports chain, is it prepared when this merge will happen? Or it's going to solve the problem? You will not require layer 2 as of now?
Absolutely. So our whole idea to move on layer 2 is the only basic problem is gas fees, right? If Ethereum transition to proof of stake has been in talks for the last 2 years, we don't know when it's going to happen. But whenever it happens, we are already built on ERC20. So it's much more easy for sports chain to shift from Polygon to Ethereum, the upgraded version as well. So that doesn't stop at all. So I think it would be a win-win situation for everyone. But obviously then Polygon needs to find another solution how they're going to fight with the new proof of stake of Ethereum, because ultimately that's going to eat a large amount of pie of their business.
That's a big question, which everyone is asking. Will these layer 2 chains will be obsolete? Although we are discussing about fans, let's move on. Since we are talking about this entire gaming sector, can you just explain to me, Vinayak, since cryptocurrency market, as we all are aware, that it is going through a troubled time. We have seen a lot of institutional investors selling recently, but this gaming sector has witnessed roughly around $10 billion of funds only in 2022. At a time when market is falling, this sector is witnessing a lot of inflows. What is the main objective? What is the way forward? What do you think is the main reason behind this inflows?
So the main reason behind this inflows is that they believe, or the investors believe, that these play to earn concept is a win-win. Okay, it's a win because the player themselves are able to earn either in the form of NFT or tokens, and the fact is that the range of games is also quite vast, from casual to something as deep as role playing. So that's why, because of these factors, you will see a lot of inflow coming to. But this market is expected to undergo a change as well, because what happens is, for us, what we believe is that, and what we are basing our concept is that, crypto market is like you have to have an in and you have to have an out. A lot of these games that do not give you an out, in the sense that you're not able to reap benefits, financial benefits, and that's the end goal for everybody, right? Those games will slowly get weeded out. So that money is going to come in very well right now, but the utility and the out factor is going to determine which are the companies that are going to stay in the market.
So you rightly mentioned, when you started this particular discussion, you mentioned about play to earn, right? Play to earn is the element which will change the gamification or the GameFi completely. To give you numbers, GameFi is around 11.5 billion market cap, the various projects on GameFi at this point of time. And on a trading volume standpoint, 2 billion of trades happens on a daily basis on these particular platforms, which is NFTs, fan tokens, so on and so forth. So here, how the game will evolve is, right now, to give you an example of Dream 11, right? Dream 11, you participate in a particular pool amount, but only 1 or 2% wins, right? Mm-hmm. But when we talk about GameFi, even on our platform, we're going to incorporate gamification for user stickiness and user rewards. You participate, you invest your time in terms of playing those games, you will be rewarded in SPN tokens or FAN tokens as well. So this is where your time is money is the concept which we are bringing to reality from a sporting world standpoint by integrating gamification and GameFi element to it.
Do you play games?
Yes.
No, I'm talking about physical game.
Physical games right now, no. But I have been playing computer games. I play on Xbox for a very, very, very long time. And now I'm getting back into computer games because of the whole gamify thing as well.
So which is your favorite computer game?
My favorite computer game is FIFA. So I've been playing that.
Why do you think that FIFA is best? What are the features that you like in that?
So two things, I can play against my friends and I
Okay.
can play online, and obviously I can play with my favorite team, which is Arsenal.
All right.
And that's why I like it. And every year there's an upgrade to it, and that upgrade is quite nice.
So which is your favorite game, Siddharth?
So I generally play some physical sports such as badminton
Okay.
and chess. So these are the games, and normal mobile games such as stick cricket and so on and so forth. I'm a big fan of that, so I generally play all those games as well. But as you rightly mentioned, the reason behind playing FIFA is these three things, right? Peer-to-peer, playing with your favorite team, and playing online. This is what is the cornerstone of the concept of sports chain as well, right?
Exactly. That's the reason why I asked you guys this question. That are you guys playing an online game rather than pitching everyone? "Hey, hamara." This is something which I wanted to understand. So when will your project be live? If you can just give an outlook on.
So right now what we have done is our sign up activity is already live. So you can go to fans.sportschain.com and do sign up and win up to 400 SPN tokens, right? This is where we have started a sign up and we have received more than 500 sign ups till date. But from a roadmap standpoint, July is the date where we want to launch a beta app. When I say beta app, what we will be doing there is we'll be integrating stick cricket type of games from a gamification, and then we'll be able to launch fan tokens of our partner teams from the month of August onwards. This is where we exactly are from a technology roadmap standpoint.
All right. So since we are talking about August, and what is the kind of approach your company has taken toward this project? Since August, it's like hardly 2 months are remaining. So what is the main objective behind this?
Main objective behind this is, frankly, we want to prove to the global market that we can do this in Asia. If you remember in the early part of the conversation, Siddharth said 57 fan tokens were launched, not even one in Asia, or not even one from Asia. So we want to prove that yes, this is also going to work in India. We will build an India community, and the objective is to showcase that these teams that we are partnering with, उनका सिर्फ एक source of revenue नहीं है, match day tickets या sponsorship etc. Monetizing their fans, we want to prove that in India, and this will be one of the first times that will happen in the Indian Asian market that a professional team is being able to monetize their fans at this scale.
So Siddharth, since we are talking about monetization of fans going forward as well, so what are the fundraising options you have explored, and what is the way forward in terms of fundraising as far as the business is concerned? If you can just highlight that.
So from a Web2 project, the fundraising is actually a little different, right? Or it generally happens from a Web2 arena standpoint as well as a Web3. So what we have done till date is we have done token sale of our SPN, which is expected to launch in the month of July, where we will be doing our public sale by doing an IEO on various global exchanges as well. So we are currently in talks. So once that talks are fruitful, we will be launching our SPN where early users will be able to come, participate, buy it, and with the help of SPN token, they will be engaging on a platform.
Fantastic.
That is one part of it. So we have already closed the seed round as well as early backing round. Approximately, we raised around $800,000. Couple of PRs are already there on our website. The name of investors are already out. You can definitely view that. But right now, we are in an equity fundraising as well, where we plan to raise another $1.2 to $3 million. The whole idea of raising this money is twofold. One, we want to expand into Asia market by doing sporting team partnership. The money would be used there. The second most important is user acquisition, marketing. The large amount of money would be spent there because we want to have at least 5,000 to 25,000 users onboarded when we launch our particular platform. So at least we can show or have large amount of daily active users, create stickiness on the platform, and then take it forward.
So user engagement and acquisition is the big question as far as the company is concerned. बहुत खर्चा भी होता है इसमें.
Correct.
So उसको tackle करने का क्या आपने strategy बनाया है?
So there is no perfect strategy to build a community. It is to be done in multiple ways, and multiple routes are there. One of the important ways to do it is actually utilize our team partnerships. They themselves, you take any kabaddi team on an average, they have about 300 to 500,000 fans. That is one way to start doing that. So that's how you kind of build the community, introduce that all together. And then what we are also doing is we're working with a lot of fan groups such as Bharat Army, as you know, that's for the Indian cricket team. Multiple fan groups are there. So work with them to get their users on board as well. And then also market this very vastly to the crypto community in India. So crypto community in India में definitely 10 में से 5 तो कोई sport के fan होंगे ही, and they will see that as a good proposition to kind of move away from traditional the investments that they've done on layer 2 application, etc. How many of them would have come across a sports related kind of a project coming through? So I believe there are 2-3 ways to do this, and we've already started inculcating these methods. So it's not a set formula, but these 3 approaches are something that we've already begun and started witnessing the results of that on our Telegram group, which is now crossed 9,000 people. Our aim was 5 to 25,000, but now 9,000 हम already हो चुके हैं. And Discord as well. So these are some 3 approaches that we have already started taking.
All right, 3 approaches. Fan building, community is something which is more important going forward as well. There are a lot of projects in the crypto ecosystem are only surviving because of the community. So one last question before we let you guys go is what's the take? What's your opinion or what's your suggestion to all the fans which are watching this interaction on Crypto TV? What's your view as far as the entire sector is concerned? What's the way forward and क्या best आने वाला है उनके लिए going forward?
बहुत कुछ आने वाला है आपके लिए, because हम खुद, I am not the founder of that company I am talking from a fan perspective as well, right? We started Sports Chain because we were sports fan. We saw there are large amount of gaps. हम अपना time, energy, effort डालते हैं. We should be very closely knit with our favorite teams. We should be able to participate in their financial upside potential as well. This is where data is king concept was missing in sports world. We are bringing that data is king and user is king concept through Sports Chain, where you will be able to not only buy tokens, meet your favorite star, but play games, spend money, spend effort, spend time, and you will be able to reap financial benefits as well. So obviously this is the casual game. How are we going to change from a sporting standpoint as well?
Vinayak, a quick view, last comments on that.
Very simple. Guys, don't stay on the sideline or other side of the boundary. Please step in through Sports Chain, and you will really understand why you should be participating in a project like this, because for a very long time fans have been on the other side of the fence. It's time to jump over on this side of the fence and really experience what it means to be a fan as an Asian fan base.
So jump over on this side. That's the word coming in from Vinayak. Thank you so much, Vinayak, for being part of the show, and you gave a very broader perspective as far as fans are concerned. Thank you so much, Siddharth, for giving a broader outlook as far as the company plans and projects going forward are concerned. Thank you so much for watching this special segment on Digitally Unplugged. This is Manoj Dara signing off. Thank you.